And we are back. There we go. That
appropriately.
It's definitely not about sex rotisserie chicken.
Oh. Well, hi.
That's why I said no. I wanted to hear the story.
Yeah. Yes. Well, you could tell. I mean, you could tell the story now. I don't. It doesn't bother me at all.
No, we've had it.
All right.
Say it again.
Say it again. Tell it again, Papa. Tell us the story again of how you and Mama. I just told them the story, but basically the other morning. This is so TMI for this. This is more of my stream thing than a Bub stream. Whatever. I was asleep and my wife, I don't know if it was on purpose or not. Sometimes she does. Sometimes it's just by accident, but she bumped her butt up against me. And sometimes that's all it takes. And I rolled over and we did the dirty. Okay. We didn't say anything to each other the whole time. It was like that sleepy waking up, you start feeling, then you go to it, right? So we, make love or fuck, depending on your perception. And we're laying there afterwards, regaining our composure. And all she says to me, this is the first thing out of her mouth. There's a rotisserie chicken in the refrigerator. That's what she fucking says to me. And I've never felt more in love in my entire life than in that moment. Because there's nothing sexier a woman could say to me after making love than that there's a rotisserie chicken in the fucking fridge. It's pretty much the best thing anyone's ever told me.
I think that's fair, yeah.
My daughter, I remember the time my daughter told me she loved me for the very first time, and it doesn't compare.
Oh, damn. That's ridiculous. I love it. All right. So everything appears to be good. All the resources are not being hogged. And we're ready to re-enter our second half here. Just in case it dropped, as far as the host or rehosting goes, it may have just shifted you. So consider that if you will.
Everyone rehost, or else I will be sad.
Oh.
It keeps telling me it's updating.
Oh, don't be sad. Don't do that. Oh, cool.
I could probably force myself to cry if it comes to it.
Oh my god.
Go for it. I think that's appropriate right now. I think
camera.
that's what
I want
we need.
the camera in your face.
I can zoom in on OBS, right? Rather not.
What the fuck is going on here?
Bob, will I have time to change spells before, if I realize we die a moment?
It takes about an hour for you to change your spell list, and you basically have to commune with your deitic symbol.
No, we have to go in as we are. Okay.
If you wish to wait that long, you can, but I do.
No.
Okay. All right. So the situation takes a shift. Bart, looking onward into the prison, just says, is that supposed to be that way? And you realize that the gate has stopped, shaking in the wind. You realize that nothing is necessarily as it immediately seemed when you're watching here. The grounds, though it's dark, remember it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, the grounds seem to be full. It's moving. There is movement.
On all over the ground or in a specific place?
Inside of the fence, there is people, light. It doesn't really immediately make sense. What seems off about it is that most of them are transparent.
So they're being honest with us.
Yes, completely.
Completely honest. Can I roll perception to kind of see if I can see anything more, smell anything, whatever?
We should probably all roll that, right?
It's not a terrible idea.
And I will ask Nyx if this is similar to the projections that she saw before. Where the heck's my perception? There it is.
Couldn't tell you because I don't remember.
So you know when you
Damn,
you went
Symarra.
to the house and then there was
Oh,
the
I hit
staircase?
perform by accident. Oops.
You went to when Kendra wandered off and you were in there with Mogar, and then there was the ghostly arm. If you read the notes, it's in there.
You know,
It doesn't really take much. Everyone can see that there is movement, and when you focus, it takes shape, and it looks sort of like people. There is this opaqueness to them, but there is sort of like a fuzzy, almost light green texture to them. And there's not just like 5 or 10 of them. There are hundreds that rove the grounds.
Is there like consistency in that? Are they all male? Are they all? Is there a group? Could we?
Varying ages, men, women, there are children, there are elves, dwarves, there are half-orcs. They seem to be moving a sea of unsullied souls.
What are they dressed in?
Varies. Some of them move completely naked, bereft of clothing. Some of them are armored, clutching onto what you would assume is maybe a weapon in their past life. They exhibit traces of their occupation. You can see a cobbler walk around with shoes hanging tied around wrist, throat slit. You can see a guard with what appears to be a dagger sticking out of his back, patrolling in nuance.
So, how do we really have to save the town, or
Is there anyone that we recognize?
I'll give you a 5% chance.
I'll take it.
A 5% chance.
But maybe 10? 7. 7? It's 2% more. That's 2. I'm not asking a lot. I'm not a greedy man.
Really? Really?
I might haggle. Listen, it's D&D, you know? Everything's negotiable, right?
take a 6.
Sure, I'll give you 6%.
Oh, why'd you throw it out there as 6?
He
was
would
gonna
have gone
go
for 7.
Yeah.
Somewhere,
I'm not a good haggler.
somewhere, I'll take it back though. 6% chance. Who would like to guess that range?
Solis.
Solis.
What I need, luck?
You need to give me a 6% range out of 100. So 27 to 32, 50 to 55 or 56 for each numeric integer.
52.
52 up or down?
yes?
That would be a 12%.
We'll take it. Well, you offered.
Still 52 down.
52 down.
Good, that's
All
what
right.
I would have said.
Here
Yep.
we go. Negative. You don't know anybody.
I don't know what kind of percentage chance we had on that, but it seemed low. I like how DJ almost explained. He's like, it's like a 6%.
You know, it's like...
Oh man. Okay. Well, so we don't recognize anybody.
Nope.
I call out to them.
What do you say?
I say hello. I greet them.
Hello.
The moment that you say hello, they stop on dime. They immediately stop moving.
I walk up.
But do they look at us?
No.
Oh, you walk up behind me? Okay.
Yeah.
None of them look in your direction.
Eerie.
Something is moving, roving between them. New perceptions, please.
Ooh, crap.
Very good. Oh my god.
My roll 20 is a little bit laggy, so I might have clicked the... Oh, I clicked the right thing.
Okay.
Dude, I crit on that fucking plus 12.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
I'm
Solis,
in the back.
you don't see this as clearly. Something moves. It seems to weave between these hundreds of cornstalk-like legs. Small. At first, Nyx, you jump to the conclusion that it might be another gnome, maybe a halfling. But as it comes closer, Cypress, you can quickly identify that it's not. It's a child. It's a human child.
Damn it.
Does it match the description of any of the poetry that we've read?
What
Any
part of
of
the poetry?
There's a
Well,
kid.
our
What's in the note?
documentarian, Symarra would probably be able to tell us that.
I don't know if Symarra knows.
Well, maybe Tashnarr knows.
Tashnarr knows that the skipping song is in the notes.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, are you gonna make me go click this button? All right, I'll click it.
I
They're,
love
so,
it.
they're
Cipher
actually
through.
super helpful. I'm not even gonna lie.
I
She has it
tried
all, like,
really hard.
categorized and shit.
She
It's
wrote 10
amazing.
pages.
Okay,
Where are these at?
The
It's in
skipping
the
song.
in the Twitter DM.
Oh,
oh man, you put this
Um,
all up nice and
It's on page 4.
Yeah, dude, it's outlined. It's
She dedicated at least an
Amazing.
entire stream
Oh, she
to it.
did. She did.
Yeah, there was like 3 to 4 hours where I went through about
Amazing,
60 pages
girl.
of notes. But you know, just don't look at them. It's all right. I'm not.
Okay, the
I'm
only,
mad.
the only person I would maybe the Piper of Ilmarsh.
Okay.
We already met him.
What do you know about the Piper of Ilmarsh?
That it's on these notes.
Okay.
Good
And he
answer.
plays a pipe.
Can
He's
I
a
help?
piper. I was asking for your help at the beginning of this.
I can help now because you opened the notes and I appreciate it.
Okay, all
Thank
right,
you.
fair enough.
We already met the Piper because he was there when the ghosts were feeling up Kendra, and I believe you have his panpipes.
I know, but what I'm saying is, do I recognize it was the Piper a man or a child? I can't remember.
Piper was a man.
Okay,
He
well,
had a
this is
scythe and shit.
Do you say
Well, I-
anything about this
Yes.
figure? Do you say anything about the Piper out loud?
I sort of just I kind of point it out. I just kind of, especially to Kurtson. I sort of just point because he walked up behind me, correct?
I have, yeah.
You're kind of the closest to me, and I kind of am like following him with my finger, trying to get your eyes to connect to where he's at. Hey man, do you see that? I'm whispering now because I'm sort of concerned I may have riled up something now that they've all stopped. It's pretty eerie.
Aye, lad. You may have not want to speak to them next time.
Solis, when they begin speaking of this, it takes you a moment of focusing your eyes, but yeah, just over them you can see that there is something. Again, it could be a gnome or a halfling, but when it comes into view, you're pretty certain that it's a child. She stops.
I have definitely gone up to the fence and called out to the child.
She stops at the fence, and as you begin to move up, an eerie, almost serene sound kind of tickles across the air.
Nope.
She waits for you, Symarra.
Oh, Symarra. Okay.
Sorry?
She waits for you. She sees your eyes focus on hers. She seems very sad.
We have to get her out. Why are we here?
Do you move up to the fence?
I am near the fence. Yep. I'm like looking through the.
Is that a yes?
Move your token.
Yep.
Do it,
Oh.
girl.
Totally haven't done that today.
Correct.
I have to zoom in because I'm really fast zoomed
Where
out.
is the fence?
It's
The thing to our left or our
yeah.
right?
It's just to your northeast.
Oh,
I'm
the stone?
literally. I'm there.
Okay, you're there. That's the gate itself.
Yep.
She waits on the other side. She's probably about a foot away, and she seems to be holding on to what looks to be a small corncob doll. There is hay for hair, and she's just kind of dragging it across the ground. Her eyes train on yours, and she places her hand on the bar next to your hand.
Solis goes, don't touch it.
It's a
don't feel-
child. It is a child, Solis.
We don't know what grabbed Moga, and these apparitions look damn close to the change that was on him. I don't think it's safe. You don't
Well,
just go up to a
she's not-
barking dog and pet it because it's a dog.
Can my planchette see like more evil than
It could, but
what we're seeing?
it might require you to look through the planchette.
Yeah. Last time that happened,
You're muted, Cypress.
I suck balls.
in there. Damn.
So
Only specific right there, Cypress.
I am totally okay with this. Actually, I have noticed that Symarra is quite versed in mystical things, and I think that she probably has got the best shot of
Handling it?
figuring this out.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Solis puts his hands up and walks back. Readies his bow.
How-
Puts his hand on his bow.
Out of character, how many times can I cast Detect Charm in a day?
What level of spell is it?
It's a level 1 spell.
You
Out of-
technically, as a sorcerer, a sorceress even, you can cast level 1 spells based off of your knowledge, and it looks like you can only cast 3 level 1 spells a day. So this counts as one of your level 1 spells. If you also use mage armor, so that's 2 of your 3 spells.
Well, I have a spell-like thing.
You do. Oh, you're going to use your mage armor at will. Gotcha. So then technically you still have 2 castings of your first level spells.
Tash, though, just out of character, for your own edification, a charm spell, a detect charm spell, you do what you want to do, but it's probably not going to help us at all right now. Just because typically undead or apparitions aren't necessarily charmed by anything.
I
They're
can detect
more like
possessions,
risen.
though.
Yeah, possession would be.
Oh, is it? I thought, is it not a real?
Or detect evil,
Ghost.
or
not.
yeah. I don't feel like charm would be appropriate here. It might be a
Well,
waste of
I thought
spell,
it
is
was
what I'm
like a
saying.
real child.
Metagaming.
I'll take one for the team and look through the planchette.
Nix, do you do this? Do you make this well known? Or do you actually say out loud, I'm taking one for the team? Patow!
Yeah.
That's how she would do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Don't worry,
Shit.
guys. Keep doing it.
Okay, give me a will save.
I've turned around. I'm like, what are you doing? So I took a step.
Before you do that, give me a will save, Nix.
Oh, dear God.
How do I do that?
Look for your saves on the left-hand side, upper left. It should say fort, then ref for reflex, then will. Should be just under your attributes.
Oh. Sorry, I don't have the thing like fully open.
It's all right. Wow,
Nice.
very good, very good.
Yay!
A compulsion strikes your eye, and it almost feels like it's kind of drawing you in, but you manage to withstand this immediate draw. Your eyes kind of focus for a moment, and as you peer through the planchette, you see Symarra waiting normally, but opposite the fence are hundreds of people, and they seem very normal. They seem to be in the flesh, no longer apparitions.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's very good. All right, we're good. It's clear.
What does that even mean, though?
Symarra, as you turn to take a step away, you feel something reach out and touch you, and you hear, "Don't go."
I toss holy water on it.
It burns.
You're wicked.
My eyes.
Symarra, you give me a will save.
You're muted, by the way, my lady.
I was saying that's awesome, and also singing a song about where I didn't know where Will was anymore. So I'm just trying to find it. You missed the song.
Apparently
Sucks to be you.
It's
Um,
near your attributes.
Oh, there it is. I found
Yep.
it. I found it. I found
I'm
it.
so used to typing everything.
Yeah. Okay. Symarra, you unfortunately do not succeed in your will save.
Bugger.
You try to pull away to go back to see what's going on, but you feel like you have to help her. You need to help her. She needs you, and you couldn't bear to see a child go without.
Cast Detect Charm on yourself.
Remember, if you so desire, you guys still have luck rerolls. Each of you have 4.
Okay, do I witness the apparition reach out and touch her, and do I see a visible change in Symarra?
I'll leave it up to a perception. You turn
Okay.
to Nyx immediately going, "Take her on for the team!"
Yeah, because I think I'm closest to Symarra.
Sure. I'll say that you can see it. It's fair. You look briefly at her and you're like, nah, and you turn, and you can see the very small hand outreach, stretch out, and grab onto her sleeve.
drop my club. I drop my club immediately, and I pull out the sun rod.
Okay.
And I point it at the apparition.
Okay.
What are you doing? We have to help this little girl. Get over here.
When you pull out the sunrod, it immediately illuminates the area. It provides light. And it shows you that there's a lot of fog. There's a haze, a mist of sorts that kind of lingers over the courtyard. But it has no effect on them.
Well, I'm out of ideas. She's fucked. Well, I'm done.
Symarra,
So I can try again to grab out at
what are you grabbing at?
Symarra, because I remember I was right there, right behind her.
I don't remember
trying to
that.
convince her. Oh, I thought I was there trying to convince her not to go.
I mean, you can still move yourself if you wanted to.
Oh, nah, she good.
Okay, all right.
Gotta learn her lesson.
Just remember, if you want to move somewhere, you have to move your tokens, or I won't know.
Oh,
But I
gotcha.
didn't sense
I didn't know where we were. My
anything
bad. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Hold on. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, you're
This
gonna have to
new
zoom in a
thing
little
is
bit.
kind of harder to zoom in. I used to be able to use mouse wheel. Can't apparently.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Symarra,
I feel
you
like
turn.
Cypress and Kurtson said that they'd moved forward, so I'm thinking that's closer than they are.
Yeah, I'm going to move forward.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and calming touch her and bring her back away from it if I can. If she's agitated and has to go back in there, then I want her backing out.
Where is Symarra anyway? Is she a little? No,
Are
that's-
you? I mean, there's 2 sets of tokens on the map at the moment, so that's why you could be confused. If you look at
Yeah,
the
I'm very
bottom where it
confused.
says, where it says, you should be able to see the word stone at the bottom.
Kurtson, you realize, or you would at least have a general understanding, she's not harmed, so it's not going to affect. It's not going to heal her, which you know that it traditionally will heal
No, I'm
a
not
fair
looking
amount.
for that.
It's also, you have no idea that she's under compulsion.
Well, if she has to stay there.
She knows that. You don't.
Oh, okay. She was mentioning how she has to.
Yeah,
We
she,
have to help
that
this
just
child.
yeah, it just might be in her character,
That's
right? Like
right.
we have to help this child.
True
We have,
enough. True enough. True enough.
I look to Symarra and I ask how.
How are we helping you?
He,
To the child.
my back hurts.
Her back hurts.
Oh, we're right there. Sorry.
I,
bag.
I was.
This is a child, though.
Nasty ass. Sorry, Bub.
Harry, Harry, you're back. I'm sorry.
Her
There
hand,
is-
her hand kind of pulls up, and she points to her back.
Let me see.
Hurts.
Turn around.
When she turns, you see that there are multiple puncture wounds in her back. Probably 5, 6 of them. You've seen this. This isn't your first time encountering this situation. These are what's left from a sturge.
Those seconds. Burn the house down.
Why would Sturges cause apparitions?
Because
Killed him?
they jab into you and then they suck all the blood and then you're dead.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use knowledge nature
Okay.
to sort of think if I can come up with any reason why Sturges would have something to do with apparitions.
All right.
Like, I don't know if this will help or not. Damn,
Well,
I'm rolling good on these.
Wasn't that her past life?
You are
though? But-
legit tilting the table. I have no idea how you're getting this many 20s. It's blowing my mind. Sturges shouldn't cause ghosts. This shouldn't. It just should not happen. It doesn't make any sense. It goes against the tenets of nature. But if something would have outwardly affected said Sturges, if there was something done in malice, if another ghost was operating, controlling the Sturges, Cypress, the Piper used Sturges to kill his victims. He would play a dirge on the pipes that would command the Sturges to do things for him, his bidding. And whomever his target was, he would have them drain them to death.
Did you say that we had the Pipers?
You do, specifically. You have his panpipes.
You have his panpipes. I think, but I don't know if it was ever said. I think you have him in a haunt siphon. And when I think Mogar or you blew the pipes, and the dead Sturges were like flip, 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 trying to flap. That was the movement they did, just so you know, because they were dead.
I pull out the pipes.
Her eyes train over your shoulders, Symarra, and they go wide. She's looking directly at Cypress. She takes a step back, and she just says, "Bad man, it's him."
If she steps back, has she let go of me through the fence?
She let go of you a while ago. This
But do I
isn't.
still feel the...
Yeah, you do.
What are you doing? Put those away!
Kurtson, you see this. She's pointing directly at Cypress.
I asked Symarra to ask the child how we can help her with that. Like, what can we actually do?
You can help by putting the pipes away, Cypress.
I cautiously like show them to the child, and I put them back into my vest.
Symarra, you hear Cypress saying these things, and you tell him, you help by putting it away, Cypress. And when you turn back to face her, she's right next to the bars. Before, she was about a foot or so away, and now her face is almost through the bars on either side, and she's whispering to you. Kurtson, give me a perception. Kurtson, you can hear her whispering to Symarra. She says, "Kill him. Kill the man with the panpipes."
I'm fairly close at this point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Symarra,
I shall
make a will save. Go ahead, Kurtson. Whatever you're doing, go ahead.
I'm trying to guide her back in a way.
Okay. Symarra, you fall deeper into the compulsion. You feel
Totally kill him.
you should. It makes sense. He has the pipes. He controlled them.
You
And
did all this with the Sturges.
Symarra turns on a dime, accusing you immediately, Cypress. Kurtson, she willingly walks away from the fence.
I will have taken out my claws.
Her hands go outward from her, and you can see the nails sharpened into draconic claws. They seem to almost elongate, and she draws them up. She's used them before on the sheriff.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm going into this.
I quickly undo my belt.
What?
Weird flex, but go on.
Spank it.
If she
This is-
attempts to attack, Then I'll use animate rope to stop her.
Okay. All right. And what are you going to tether it to?
Probably herself.
What's the other end going to? Or are you just going to have it like bind up her legs?
Yeah, bind her legs, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Symarra,
I'm like advancing on Cypress, I'm not gonna lie.
are you walking, running? How does this look? Explain this. Take control of the narrative here. What happens?
I've turned. It's you all along. You are the one that has been controlling the Sturges. What? Why would you do this? And I start walking towards my.
Her claws are
Really
out.
mad.
The
Claws
hostility
are
is
out.
there. You see scales shimmer up over her face. Her eyes go wild with cold glare. Kurtson, animate rope. Let's see if she can break this or not.
Okay.
Mind you, he has a big ass bear.
You do not fail.
I
You
don't
have to worry
think about
failing.
that right now. He has the pipes.
Symarra, succeed on a DC 15 reflex check. So give me a reflex save. If you break 15, you're able to resist the animate rope.
Ooh, shit. Ooh.
Remember,
Super close.
again, I'll emphasize here, if for anything else, there are 4 luck rerolls for each of you. If you wanted to use it, you're more than willing to.
You can only use we can only use it during this show, right?
Yes, they do not.
Oh.
They don't go over.
Reroll. Let's get some action.
Do you guys want me to reroll? Okay.
Do
I'm like,
what you need
okay.
to do.
Wait, hold on. What are we advocating
too
for
late.
here?
I just want to see this bear
In fighting.
I feel like Symarra is so focused on Cypress
Sure.
at this point that she can't. She's just like she doesn't even think about how to get out of it.
Sure,
She's just
Kurtson.
like I have to get that.
Explain to me and to the audience, take control of the narrative here yourself. What happens when you animate rope? How does this look?
One side will attach first, most likely, with the other parts to my hand. Of course, it'll snake out by itself, wrap around her ankle. The other one will try to go up the other leg around her arm. So it just continues to move and then tightens on so she falls.
Okay.
I
Symarra.
definitely sack it. I go fall straight in my face.
Okay, yeah, you immediately are wrapped up in this, but you have an arm free. One arm.
Is that
Not
Crawls.
both.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As she's walking towards me and I'm seeing this hostility and I'm kind of putting it all together, I'm gonna like raise my shield up and sort of stand behind it and kind of walk backwards a bit
Okay.
as I'm watching. And as I do so, I'm just gonna kind of yell out, guys, and I'm noticing now Kurtson, acting, but I'm sort of looking over at Nixon, Solis as well.
You would notice also that Tima's hackles are raised at this point. The hair stands on her back, and you're just like, just like
Wait a
waiting.
minute. Can I move my token?
You can.
I can't.
I'm
move my
like-
token.
I'm
Get out of that big ass bear's way. Go over here.
I want to prepare an action. If she gets like close enough to me, like 10-foot range, okay, I want to shine that sun rod right in her eyes.
Sure. She's fallen at this point. She's probably. I mean, each of these squares represent a
Pretty
10-foot. So
I still want to shine it in her eyes.
okay.
Be blinded, demon. No.
Okay.
I will say that
big
Samara's
in the
like
glow.
shouting at him, like, "Why would you do that to
You're about-
Kendra? Why would you?"
You're about 20 feet away. 20 feet away. Nyx, as you're peering through the planchette, you can see that
I'm
there
still doing that.
there's actually something visible in the planchette. It almost seems like there's the face of a child whispering in her ear.
Even while she's on the ground.
Yes.
Like,
It's
the child just like
you just see
hovering.
like a hand moved here. No, it's not even a full child. It's
Oh, it's
just the
Oh, like the side, like.
yeah, but it's whispering unto her ear, and Symarra is just filled with hostility, just vitriol, piss and vinegar. She is ready to attack.
All right. So you guys remember when I said this was good? It's bad. It's really, really bad. There's like this child. In her ears. I don't know how to stop this. It's just a child.
When you scream out, Tima also does so. She takes like 2 or 3 large steps forward
Yeah.
and kind of pulls up on her back legs, just haunched and ready to go at anything that comes in her way.
Okay,
Wait, I have a question. And
I
think
cast
it's like-
hide from
sorry.
undead.
You cast hide from
Oh,
undead?
man.
Yeah,
On whom?
on her.
On her.
Oh shit.
Okay,
this is-
go ahead and cue that up, please. Cue that spell.
Nice plays.
You get to make a will save, Symarra.
I'm just typing because I remembered something. But I can't do it now because we're already in the roleplay. Will save. Come
See
on,
what you
roll
got.
20.
Believe
This
it
doesn't
or not.
work. I totally am going to do this thing. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh,
Okay.
she killed it. Kurtson,
Reverse.
under normal circumstances, this would have worked, but it seems that your spell failed.
Tash, re-roll. Re-roll.
No, keep
Reroll
going.
to
I like
fail.
this.
I am going to
actions,
do
huh?
my metagaming. Oh, I just remembered this thing. My feat that I took was spiritual training.
Spirit. What? Okay, so cue that up for me in chat so I can read that. Spiritual training. Benefits. You gain a +2 competence bonus on knowledge checks to identify creatures with incorporeal subtype. Well, it's definitely dead.
Well, read on. When affected by a dominant person, magic jar, or possession spell, or similar ability, your mind and soul remain. Oh, I'm just aware of it. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
shit.
You're definitely aware of the
Can
situation.
we-
Can I have my swift action to temporarily regain control over my body, please?
Nope. Whispering
No.
sweet nothings.
Nothing else has changed to give you that save again. When something else happens, then I can give you another opportunity. Well, technically, Kurtson just cast a spell on you, so that's gonna change your font of focus. So then, yeah, go ahead, give me a new will save.
How many haunt siphons do we have?
2.
Yeah,
Three.
I was just about to.
Two?
We have,
One of them's
2.
used.
I
So you
have
have
one of them that's used.
2
Oh, I
unused
thought we
and 1
had-
used.
Oh.
Negative, Symarra, that's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, I was just about to say, having heard what Nick said. You know, I'll make an intelligence roll. Bub, what do you think would be intelligible to put this all together? From what Nick said, watching what's happened, to go, hey, haunt siphon, Solis, you know, because I think Tash actually, or Symarra has the 2 on her. I think she has them.
Sure.
So Solis is gonna need to go over there, but I'm not a smart man. I'm just a
I
wise
could go
man.
grab it. I mean, she's pretty distracted.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fine. But have you put that? Do you?
I would say,
you put it
Cypress,
together.
if you're going to try to put it together, I'll give you a DC 10. Real easy.
Okay.
Yeah, you realize that she's being compelled to do this. Something additional is happening here just outside of your field of view, and she still has all of that awesome equipment on her.
Yeah, maybe as I'm realizing it, Nyx is already sort of on the case and heading over to her to maybe open one of those. But I do yell out, haunt siphon quickly, you know.
I can't move my token. Just letting everyone know.
I'll get that in just a second. Nyx,
Okay.
Kurtson, Cypress, give me knowledge arcanas, please, if you have them.
KK.
Arcana, I do
Yeah.
not have it. So
I kind
You-
of want
Whoa.
to read that.
Oh shit! What?
Damn.
You should be able to
It
control your
was the
token.
gnomes.
Maybe
Fuck
because there's 2
you.
tokens on the board, Bob.
I mean, it's...
will you allow spellcraft?
No.
Okay.
No, this is literally a recollection of thoughts regarding magic itself. Nyx, you should have control over your token. I mean, I just moved it and I checked, and you definitely have control in its settings.
Oh, now I do. Okay, good.
Okay.
Should move over.
You know, Nyx, that with your family, they had lots of experiences trying to cavort or control individuals, and it doesn't really take much to break that compulsion, or at least give them an opportunity to break said. It honestly is a strong slap. Having them injured always gave them an opportunity to resist the compulsion. Now, you could go the direct route of blowing your precious haunt siphon here, or you could just pop her one.
Well, I want to pop her one.
I really want to throw a spanner in the works.
How do you do this, Nyx? What do you do exactly?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't have a lot of strength as a small, thick-ass gnome.
You're right.
So I don't know. I don't even know if that's gonna potentially even hurt her.
Fucking RKO
And
out
the
of
other
nowhere.
things.
Clap
Yeah.
your booty cheeks on her.
Oh.
She dummy thick.
Suffocate plus
she
2.
fucking dummy thick though. Oh, God. Can I smack her with my bag of marbles that's in my pack?
Sure, it's an improvised weapon. Go ahead and make an attack. She's pretty prone. I just need to make sure that you don't critically fail here.
How
Wait a
do I
minute. If she
make
critically
it?
fails, does she smack Symarra with it?
If she critically fails, she could in turn miss and smack herself or something worse.
Wait, how do I make an attack? I'm sorry.
In this case, this is going to be a rolling, so d20
Oh,
plus
okay.
your strength modifier -4.
Oh my gosh, your strength modifier is like -4 already.
It's -3.
Yeah, you're gonna be at a -7. On
She gonna
this
slap
roll.
herself. Yep.
It's okay if you do. You're not gonna hurt yourself. You'll barely feel it.
Everything
Then
will be
again-
fine.
Oh my god, she critically
Oh,
failed.
well,
I would like to reroll. I would like to
She
reroll.
critically. No, it's too late. I cast.
You fucking critically
I
failed.
cast
How?
Ray of Frost.
everything is not
at
fine.
Cypress.
Everything is not fine.
I would like to reroll, please.
Go for it. Samara.
Oh, thank God we have the rerolls.
Samara,
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
chat.
I cast Ray of Frost at
It's
Cypress.
a 12. Is it okay?
That's
Too
the
late.
best you can hope for.
Yes, that was literally the best. Yes, this is going to be a ranged touch spell. I don't think that's going to break. Cypress, what is your touch armor?
I'm really good at being touched. So, let's see. Touch is only 10.
Okay, it's not enough. Basically, what happens is Nyx runs over. She rifles around on her side for a moment, and she pulls up what looks to be like the equivalent of a purple velour bag, like a Crown Royal bag, and it's just filled with something that clinks like glass. And she draws it down, like up and then down again, right over the face of Symarra.
I feel like she definitely missed by doing a pirouette first. Like,
Symarra, it's going to hit you
advantage.
for a single point of damage. But before she's struck with this, a ray of frost just bolts out from her hand. Cypress, she expresses her hostility, and it just kind of veers off. If she had not been struck in the face, this may have hit you. And it
You're
definitely would have been painful. Symarra, take 1 point of damage as you're struck with a bag of glass marbles in the face. Make a new save, Symarra, please. Give me that will save.
When I see this ray of frost go past my shoulder, I'm going to yell out to pretty much everybody, her hands, man, bind her hands.
I'm not touching it.
Symarra, you snap to, and you no longer hear the compelling voice of the child. The compulsion seems to fall, but you realize your claws are out, and you can see the emitting spray of the ray of frost from your hand. Cypress is tucked behind this on two's Tima, with a shield kind of peeking around.
and I will have been aware throughout that because of my.
Yeah.
Don't touch the creepy ghost child.
Nyx, you don't know if it worked or not. Do you keep hitting?
Yes.
Okay, make another attack.
This is great.
I run up and kick Symarra in the face.
That's what you get.
Like full sprint, just
Do you
punch
actually? Because
Charlie Brown just right in the jaw.
I pulled a punch there, Cypress.
Nyx,
Gangs
you,
of New York.
Doesn't even hurt though. I hit
you
myself.
miss.
Kick to
You
the-
miss. Cypress,
Can I
make an
take my
attack.
bow and smack her? Oh.
Are you actually gonna come?
I was joking, but now after the frost, I am gonna try to kick you in the face and knock
Yeah.
you out.
Go for it.
I don't blame him.
I spoke.
It's going to be a
Is it-
D20 plus your strength modifier.
It's either the kick or the bear. I mean, the kick.
Because this is
Just
this
have
isn't
Tima
your
sit
proficient
on her.
attack. Subtract
Here we
4 from
go.
that.
Oh my god. Critical
You rolled a
just
2d20.
destroyed.
2d20 though. Do you have a 2d20?
Oh, did I? Oh, my bad. My bad.
Oh,
I'm just
I was like,
saying.
shit.
Oh,
You want to just take the 18 or you want me to re-roll it?
We're going to take
Kick
the
the
18.
scales off her face.
So it'll be 18 plus 2, so 20.
Minus 4 because of the attack style. Yeah, it's still going to hit.
Sure.
Give me a D3 plus your strength modifier.
Sure.
Now, his fist isn't exactly what is considered a lethal weapon. However, you take 4 subdual damage as he basically, Charlie Brown,
Damn.
punts you in the mouth.
Oh my god.
What the flip? Cypress, look, I know I shot you, but there's a creepy ghost girl, and she was all up in my head, and now she's not. Get the flip away before I stab you.
As soon as she starts talking like
Hostile.
that, I've already like kicked her in the jaw, basically. Man,
Yeah.
listen. What is it? Somatic components, man. If she can talk, she can cast spells. I'm gonna kick her
True.
in the jaw.
Symarra,
So
you're bleeding from your right. You can feel the blood kind of pool up in your in the left side of your cheek.
Cypress, I swear to God, she's not making me kill you. But in a second, if you do that again, this is going to be an issue.
I am immediately apologetic. Oh my god, man,
Oh.
I'm so sorry you shot the frost at me, and
What
I just
is
didn't
it,
want to
though?
cast any more
I thought
spells.
he was gonna kick her again.
Can I please put my hand on her shoulder? Nothing else, just that, just
Yeah.
waiting for it, some sort of attention.
Sure.
And then I use calming touch.
Calming touch. Okay.
He kicked me in the
Yeah.
face.
So,
I
okay,
can't
come on,
imagine.
lass. Come on, lass, let's walk away.
I cut his shoulder tied up. It
Go
wasn't
ahead.
even my fault.
And cast calming touch, please. It's gonna heal an amount. I think it's a D6 plus 1. It should be rolling that every time. Go ahead and roll a D6 for me, please. So in this case, because you're level 3, it's gonna be a plus 3. So D6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3.
Yes.
No.
/R space 1d6 plus
R?
3. Yep.
There you go.
Perfect. All of your non-lethal damage is gone. So
I'm back
the-
up to 19. Oh, yeah.
the marbles, the punt, it all quickly goes away. You feel the blood still remains in your mouth, but the wound itself no longer hurts.
Well, I had bit my tongue, but it's gone now, so that's nice. But I'm still hurt inside, Cypress.
Solis's smile is gone as well.
I
Right.
look down and I like kneel. You're still on the ground, right? She's still sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like kneel down and I like put my hand on you, and I am. You could tell from my eyes that I am deeply, deeply sorry, and I tell you so. Like I am so sorry. I reacted, and I'm just sort of stumbling over my words and stuff.
I'm pouting at you.
Kurtson, do you rescind the belt?
I do, I bring the belt back, yes.
Okay. With a snap of your fingers, it will slither back to you like a snake and re-adorn it to your body.
Okay. I'm also
I'll take a
looking at
good
where
berry
the threat
because-
is.
I was just about to say, I reach
I'll
in as
take
soon as you
one.
say that, and I hand you a good berry. Well, I guess I have to cast good berry.
Solis, your attention is quickly drawn away, Solis, from the mess of people. Bart is pointing past them. Your eyes train at the fence. And all of the people that were inside are now standing, hands around the fence. They're waiting. They're looking upon each of you.
As amusing as this is, I think we have a bigger problem on our hands. Everyone look.
Solis is right. How do you intend we get through here? That's not good. Right? That's not good, right? He looks to you, Solis.
Apparently not. I need time to think. We wasted too much
Can-
time out here now. Whatever is aggressing on is starting to make its move. They're
Can
biding
I-
time.
Sorry. Can I perceive her intentions? Because she only seemed murderous when she saw the pipes.
Sense
Can
motive.
I have done
Um,
that from my
You sense
magical,
motive of ghosts?
mystical?
It's. I mean, even the ghosts have hit point pools. It's an existing thing, even if it's undead. So yeah, you can certainly sense motive in the situation.
Can I get a bonus because she possessed me?
Sure. I'll give it to you because of your spiritual ability. Give you a circumstantial +2.
So 21.
That's very good. Yeah, it doesn't take you a lot. You realize immediately that she reacted that way because of the panpipes, because they became visible to her.
I don't think they care about us so much as the piper. She saw the pipes and that's what she focused on and thought he was the piper. Maybe we could. I'm sad. I've got mud on me.
Well, man, ask her about the piper, maybe.
You ask her. She scares me now.
What?
I'm the bad man.
You
And why would-
liar. You kicked her friend in the face.
There is that.
I could ask her.
You're about the right size. Go.
Yeah.
Nyx, you have clutched the marbles in your right hand, and you have the planchette in your left. Do you put any of this away? Do you reuse the planchette?
I put the marbles away because
Okay.
I feel like I don't need those right now, but
Sure.
I keep the planchette out.
Are you looking through it?
No. Wait, I can see them without the planchette.
You can see them, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll move closer to the gate then. Right there at the gate.
Yeah.
There
There are many people here now. It's no longer
Oh.
just her. There are many people.
Okay.
And when you get within 5 feet, almost like you stepped on a trigger, their hands break out immediately and they reach for you.
Kind of
They
jar
stretch
back
outward.
a little bit.
Okay.
The many people
Can
start
I,
calling out. You hear all of their wails, the various sobbings, the crying. You can hear the screams, the aid of the people. They need you.
This is a whole lot of nope. All right. At the sound of their screaming and crying a little bit more than usual, I kind of look through the planchette again to kind of see if there's something around besides just the panpipe that's freaking them out.
Yeah, actually. When you pan around with the planchette, you look for the panpipes. You don't see them. But something does catch your eye. It is Cypress. There's something that is dark that dwells behind Cypress. Almost like a shadow, but not quite his. It stands just inches above his shoulder and then inches above his head. There is a broad cloak that is donned over the top of it, and a hood that seems to kind of fall. It moves with his step. You've seen this before.
Oh no.
And Dexter, the show.
Not quite. This was in
Alright.
Kendra's room. This was the man that played the pipes.
Oh shit! Now he wants his pipes back.
Oh shit. All right. So next, like, kind of looks through, and she's. It's apparent that she is extremely scared while looking at Cypress. She doesn't really say anything right away. She just continues to watch the figure.
Cypress,
and
she's
just
looking.
really scared.
She's looking right at you. There's no other way about this. She's not peering over to Tima or to Bart. Symarra's going to move. She's looking right at you.
Yeah, I look at Nyx and I just say, "Hey, man, what? I put the pipes away." Like,
I kind of lower the
And
planchette.
it moves with him. You know, you see the sway in his shoulders, the way that his hands kind of come out, and there's this darkness that almost envelopes him, like it's sort of guiding him.
You got a little something on your back there, buddy. You just she doesn't really know how to like say it either. She's really scared. She's just making jokes now.
Can I run over there and take a dive in the planchette to see?
You can try.
Just
Alright,
grab it
I'm
from
gonna
me.
I'm gonna run to her.
I look behind me when she says this.
Sure.
I'm looking behind me and I'm like,
You peer over
There's
your
a reason
shoulder,
why.
and you
I'm
don't.
starting to think that Nyx is possessed because she's looking through this planchette. So I'm like, guys, like I'm kind of
Yeah.
pointing at Nyx like we know what happens when people look through this thing. Like she's acting really weird.
Solis, do you take it from her? Or do you ask
Yes.
for it? You just snatch it right out of her hands?
I snatch it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Nix, you're peering through it, and then a hand quickly goes over yours, much larger than yours, and it just snatches it right out of your hands. Solis is clutching onto it, and before you can even say anything, he looks through it immediately. Solis, give me a will save.
God.
Dude, your facial expression on that, Lily, was awesome.
I
You almost
gotta
look like
what did I
the
say?
turtle. Is it Master of Disguise with those glasses?
What is? Oh, there's Will right there too.
Yep, it's going to be a d20 plus that modifier.
I'm a little too turtly for the turtle club.
Very
Yes,
good.
you know
Very
what I'm
good.
talking about.
You just break by the threat of the planchette. And when you peer through, the same thing that I've described. Something mirrors his movement. It stays behind him, much like he's being marionetted. He's a puppet.
And it's bigger than him, right?
Slightly. Just
Okay.
enough that if you were peering through the planchette, you would be able to identify.
All
The only thing that seems different is the way that the hood falls, draping over the shoulder, creating a bit more of a pyramid-like shape.
Got you.
Now, out of character, is Cypress actually possessed at this point, or
You're not
Is he just
possessed.
sort of-
At least
okay?
you don't know.
Yeah, you're not possessed.
Okay.
Doesn't
At
look
least
like
you don't know.
Cypress, I'm gonna ask you something. I need you to trust me.
So he starts to like fumble at his arrows and starts sliding his bow down.
I'm gonna. There's something not right.
I'm
I
gonna
don't wanna-
spear you.
I don't want to say it out loud. I don't want to disturb it, but I'm going to shoot an arrow your way. Hope it hits its mark.
Hope.
Cypress Solis declares that he's going to shoot you with an arrow.
A ghost arrow. Because the last time I did this, it pinned the thing to the wall, whatever.
True, but it's still an arrow.
Yep.
My hands sort of like go up like in a like hold on kind of way, and I'm like, guys, I am really high right now.
How many of your team can you be attacking you before you get upset?
Kurtson, can you hold him still for me?
I mean,
Kurtson, you don't know why you're supposed to hold him. Cypress is also the one that he welcomed you to the party.
I'm very concerned that there's
Yeah.
somebody with a bow again.
Yeah. God,
Uh-huh.
that threatened your life.
If there's any fast movement at all, I'm going to dive in.
Okay,
At
all right.
him.
Nyx is just kind of just like, let him do it. Just let him do it.
I will be like looking at the gate to see if any of them are like touching.
They're reaching
Then-
out, but they can't quite reach you.
I'm looking at Kurtson like do something because I'm thinking now that Nyx has been possessed by looking through that thing, and now Solis is possessed because he just looked through the thing. Everything is matching up, and I'm looking at Kurtson like you know, like do some shit.
Nudge, wink, wink.
And I'm
I need you
like,
to hold still. There's something.
I undo my belt.
Is it
again, weird flex, but I accept. I approve. It's a yes from me.
Do what you want.
Draws his
Do what you gotta do.
That was a big
Can I
threat
get a
in the
vote?
Kurtson household. Don't make me take off my belt.
I want to shoot.
I'm gonna move out of the way. I'm gonna go over here.
Go
oh,
ahead.
I can't because I'm on the wrong
Go
button.
go ahead. You
Oh,
you
oh,
can-
20 ways so slow.
you can fire.
I'm just gonna be like,
I gotta look at.
So look at your bow,
Weapon, short
Yep.
bow.
and we are going to add some modifiers to it.
Attack is 5. Ooh.
It's going to be higher than that.
1d6.
So roll a d20 plus. You're going to get your level bonus, your dex bonus. You're within 30, so it's going to be plus 9. D20 plus 9.
Love you, buddy.
Expelliarmus.
Does 18 hit your AC, sir?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You
Does that
didn't
mean it's
move?
gonna hit him?
You didn't move by you didn't try. You just kept your hands up the entire time?
I'm willing to do a reflex save.
Wait, I can re-roll if that
No.
hits him.
This is gonna hit. This is gonna hit. I just needed to
I'm
know.
not moving. I'm
No,
not
no,
moving.
I'm not. Okay, I'm not trying to hit him. I'm trying to hit the shadow.
So are
So
you
I want to use a ghost arrow on this.
okay? All right. How are you having him turn around? Because it's hanging to his back.
That's why I was asking if it was looming over him, because you said looming over.
Just like
so-
it's picture like heavy black lines in a comic.
Oh, it's just like an outline.
I'm like in hostage mode right now. Like
Yeah,
you know, like when
okay.
they've got the hostage with the gun and
All
the
right, I want to tell him.
gotta
I
make
want to tell
that
him.
kind of shot.
Yeah, I want to tell him to turn around because I was picturing it looming over him in the hood because I wanted to shoot where it was dark.
Do you turn
Cypress,
around?
I need you to turn around. Trust
It
me.
depends. It depends on the look that Kurtson gives me. I'm looking sort of at Kurtson.
Kurt's hand
And-
is up on the belt, and he's just kind of like undone the latch.
Okay, then I will turn around.
All right. The moment that you turn around, you are going to feel the pain of being struck. Roll the damage. It's going to be a d6 plus 1 because you're within 30. And it's a ghost arrow that's also a plus 1, so it's a d6 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
Yeah.
goes in so well with my 1 HP roll earlier.
Yeah, it does. You take 7 points of lethal damage. You're struck.
Man, we have a healer.
An arrow sticks you flatly, like basically in the flank of your back.
If I, at the point that the arrow is loose, I do animate rope.
Go for it. Give me the
'Cause
animal.
I-
Okay, so it's going to be a
Yeah.
Solis reflex.
Okay. Slash.
What the?
All right, what's my reflex?
I'm basically motherfucker.
Dude, Nix is like, if Nix had popcorn, she'd be like,
I only
Yeah.
tried to kill him.
What the fuck, man? Oh,
You got to reroll.
shit.
Solis, if you've got the rerolls, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, let's do it because I got
why is it like that?
I'm trying to save this man. Okay.
Accidentally kills him.
Oh,
I just made him.
That's wait, we went it low, right?
Well, you want to succeed, so you want to
Okay,
roll above
so I'm
15.
succeeding on this. Okay, yes.
You're succeeding on the hit, but you're failing your reflex.
All right.
All right. How many
That's good.
more saves do you have? Do you have how many more rerolls? 1 or 2?
I got
Well,
how many to do?
We've got
One.
4.
I have 2 more.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you were just going to be able to succeed. With swift motion, he springs away from the belt, but it doesn't stop. It continues to move. What do you do, Solis, after you fire? You had to put away the planchette. Did you hand it back to Nyx?
Actually, can I make a suggestion?
Sure, go for it. Let's see what you got.
DJ, get away from Tima.
Oh, I am. I'm
Because
at the gate.
Tima's about to fucking
I'm at the
Tima's
gate.
really
destroy
good.
you right
I
now.
moved away from that bear a long time ago.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah.
That's actually
about,
very true. I remember that.
That's about
I
to
thought
not
that was the
matter.
wisest thing I heard.
Yeah, I moved away
what,
from that bear a long
what
time
are
ago.
you doing, Solis? I only tried to shoot him.
So what I
You've taken a physical action.
Yeah. I once I seen that snatch, I
You have-
I slap it back to
You have a
Nyx.
move. Oh, so you've handed it back. You have a move action.
Yeah.
So you can move up to 30 feet if you'd like,
Okay.
or you can stay there.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay. All right.
Since I did the swift move.
All right. Cypress, you've taken an arrow to the back at this point, and as you scream out, you turn and look, trying to see exactly what's happened. You realize you've been shot, and as you grab onto the arrow, your body spins. Solis begins to turn. He springs out of the belt that's trying to wrap up around his legs, but your body spins because Tima blasts right by you, turning you.
This is good. Gucci.
Tima's
I used to
eyes,
be an adventure.
Tima's eyes never lose sight of you, Solis. She charges.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to give Bart a reflex because the meat wagon that is Tima is probably going to knock him down.
Poor Bart. This dude
I would
could
like
destroy-
to try go to Cypress and help
Okay,
him with the
all right.
after that.
Yikes.
Bart's good. Bart is able to just get out of the way. And she is going to charge attack you here.
I can still. What? Can I move out? I can still move out the way, right?
No, you just moved after you shot, and that's your entire round. Okay, that didn't work. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Tima's
Six
gonna have some lunch, and it's
plus-
gonna be goat.
Here we go. I natural 20'd. No, okay, I didn't. 22's still gonna hit you. I thought I just natural 20'd the attack. I was like, oh my god. I need for you to give me a reflex, Solis.
Come on, you can do it.
You still manage to stay on your feet. You are not swept, but you are struck, and it pushes you, driving into the wall. You've just been charged at, directly putting you into the wall. You manage to reflex, holding onto your bow, but as she pins you to the wall, she takes a bite out of you.
Knack.
Man, and I just realized that this is the first time you guys are actually seeing Tima go ham.
It's amazing.
Take 8 points of damage as she tears.
It's like half my damage. Oh no, I'm at 11.
It tears through whatever armor you might have and rends flesh out of your belly.
Jesus.
I think Tima's technically higher level than us. With
She has-
with
She
with
technically
natural
has,
bond.
hit dice. She has a size category increase, which is going to give her a strength bonus. She's going to lose some AC from it, but for all intents and purposes, she will technically have, I think, one more hit dice than you. However, you guys will always be able to attack harder than her unless you specifically focus on building yourself as an animal companion druid.
I have run to Cypress to try and help him with the arrow.
I'm going to be healing Cypress.
All right, she's mauling at this point. Someone's going to have to is going to have to say or do something. Solis,
I feel like
she's
Cypress
mauling you.
is the-
I am in a lot of pain right now. I would probably roll something to try to determine if I have the what's the word I'm looking
Wherewithal?
for?
Strength?
The
Will?
cognizance to realize that Tima is ripping Solis apart. So, what kind of roll do you think that would be?
Give me a fortitude.
Fortitude?
Let's see if you
Okay.
can push past the pain.
All right.
Yeah, that I set the DC at 16 and you broke it.
As soon as I see or I feel really Tima go past me, I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
And I still am under the impression that Solis is possessed. So as Tima rips into him, I let loose a very desperate, a very quick command to Tima to disengage.
Finish him.
To murder him.
Where are the marbles?
Wyld, I love you right now.
Magic
No,
marbles. Get those out.
to
Cypress.
disengage. It's a very desperate. It's almost panicked. It's almost out of character. How I'm like Tima, no, like I'm
Cypress.
screaming almost. Yes,
Give me a will save.
sure. Oh, you got an evil look in your eye right now.
Oh,
I think I know
no.
where you're going with this.
Cypress. You're reaching for the arrow on your back. You felt her turn and spin past you, drawing you away. And as they charge up to you to help you in this situation, you're holding onto the arrow, hoping that you can pull it out. You realize that you have to retort, or Tima is going to tear him to shreds. And as you begin to yell out to her, your eyes focus down on your left hand. It's clutched around something, and you're holding onto the panpipes. You're for certain that you put them in your bag. How is it in your hand? And when you say, do not attack, it comes out as, destroy him.
Stick.
This is the first each of you have seen this maliciousness from Cypress. He's the fun-loving, carefree type. And now he spits out this disgusting command, destroy him.
I would re-roll, but this is actually
No,
let's do
super
it.
awesome.
Come on.
Yeah, super awesome.
is
So
what I
I'm rolling
wanted,
with
man.
it.
We have
I'm
to-
rolling with it. Yeah.
We need
Okay.
to go
Oh.
with it. Do it.
I was
This
stepping
is-
up to it, but now I'm like, whoop.
This is where we're actually going to take initiative, or we will lose this very quickly. It'll start going in bizarre places. So, let's take initiatives. Everybody go ahead and cue that up, please.
I don't know how to do that.
It's going to be on your character sheet. It should say initiative or
yeah.
in it.
I'll just sit back for a while.
You got four. You have 4 luck rerolls. You may as well try to use them at this point.
This shit? Where is this?
I may as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
looks
it
a bit
is,
better.
4. Okay.
Tima is going to react on.
Wait, am I rolling this or I'm?
Yeah.
I'm
You
kinda,
totally
like,
will.
dying.
You
Oh, okay.
totally will.
What the heck just happened? Did I do it yet? Oh, there it is.
All right. So we lose.
That's an old school turn order.
It is, in fact. It is.
I didn't get 18, so
Okay,
I don't
so
know why.
This is what we're gonna do.
It was from the last time that we.
This is
Yeah.
the new trick because I'm gonna have to add in Solis after we get his character sheet finished. Everybody, do me a favor and
If I survive.
click on your token. And once you click on your token, then roll your initiative.
Okay. I thought that's what it was because it told me I didn't have a valid token selected.
I'll take
Once-
the 18.
Oh, I will take that indeed.
Once you do that, that will change things. Symarra, did you say that you were going to reroll at all, or are you going to save it?
I will re-roll that 5.
Hey, bub.
Hmm.
I gotta get out of here, man.
Do you do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to take
Pushed it
control.
about as far as I could.
I'm going to take control.
Okay, yeah.
We've got about
Yeah. You do.
we got about 15 minutes, so we're going to
Yeah,
be ending at
I do.
15.
I do got to get out of here, guys.
Okay.
But I love you. I pushed it as far as I could.
You know what? Wait a minute. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
this is
yeah.
probably our best
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
Good, yeah, this is a good
Let's stop right here. We'll start next session.
Oh.
Next session
Next-
with
The
combat.
next episode, the fate of Solis.
With combat.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It makes sense.
is.
It totally makes sense. It's going to bring
It's
all
actually
kinds of
Symarra's
energy.
fault. Because I told her not to go.
Oh yeah.
She did anyway.
Well, I was already there when you said that.
I'm messing with you.
All right,
I'm
guys.
messing with you.
I'm
It's all
gonna
good.
go ahead and let Ello go ahead and do your shout out, man. Tell us about you. Where can we find you? What are you doing? And then we'll go around to each of the others, and we can go on. So Ello, tell us about you.
Honestly, guys, I'll make it super easy. If you guys just go to the link in the chat, that's my channel, Ellohime. All my information's there. If you guys want to come check me out, that's great. If not, that's cool too. So, yep,
Thank you so much.
that's my
Ello.
pitch.
Nix, Lily, tell us about you. Where can we find you?
My name's LillyVinnily. I'm a full-time creative variety broadcaster. Do a lot of Just Dance fitness, creative, and gaming, and anything else you could probably think of. I'm a huge clusterfuck, and yay. You should find me all at that link too.
Nice. Solis as DJTechLive, my friend. Tell us about you. Where can we find
Yep. Competitive, story-driven streamer, host, shoutcaster, you name it. Everything is DJTechLive. YouTube, Twitter,
you? Everywhere.
Twitch, everywhere.
Yas. Symarra, tashnarr, tell us about you. Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm tashnarr. You can find me at tashnarr, same as everywhere else. And I have just sold my soul to Final Fantasy 14. So that's awesome because I got used to WoW and I have no idea what the flub I'm doing. Yay.
All right. Kurtson, Wyld, tell us about you. Where can we find you?
Indeed, my name's Wyld. I do a ridiculous amount of modded Minecraft, including making packs and adventures and things. I am Wyld pretty much everywhere as well, including on the Twitters.
Perfect. All right, guys, and as you know me, if you didn't, I'm Bub. I'm their storyteller, GM, DM, if you will. And I do this with these guys twice a month. It's the first and third Thursday of the month. If you want to find out what happens next time, you are just going to have to be here on Thursday the 4th.
Yep.
Yeah. Every other day of the week, I pretty much run tabletop stuff and some variety of gaming in between. But that's going to be it tonight, guys. At least for this game.
That's so long.
And thanks, Wild, for joining us. You were awesome.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
It
it's
was so
fantastic.
much fun to be back.
Some
Yeah.
love in the chat for Wyld and for us because
We
I
got
want
some
love.
action going.
We
Big
definitely do.
cliffhanger, man.
This is some good stuff. It's a great way to kick off the season. But we're gonna get out of here so everybody can go off and do their own thing. Love you guys. I'll see you in the Discord.
Okay, bye.
Make sure you check the Discord and stuff. And we're gonna get out of here. Bye-bye.